Hello Pisces, welcome to Sidekick Tarot. I'm Ryan, and thank you for being here. This is going to be a general reading, so everything may not resonate. Take what does and leave the rest. Or if you're interested in more tarot readings after this, go ahead and check out my wife's channel at Val53 Tarot. She's a review as well. Thank you. I'll be starting by pulling your current or overall energy. And then we'll be going into clarifiers. Okay, I'll get the cards out first, and then I'll begin. Goodness. Okay. Oh, and the Empress on top of the deck. There is that parental figure watching. Specifically, as you know, a mother, possibly. But jumping into this, Pisces, which goodness. I don't know what happened, but something happened. Jumping into this, unfortunately, what you are showing me, it feels like your vision, your goal, your dreams are put on pause. They're not moving anywhere. They're not going anywhere. Nothing's happening. It's kind of like, it almost feels like a little bit of an intermission, but you're not too sure if it's like going to continue or not continue. I do see that, unfortunately, this is causing quite a bit of heartbreak and pain, which you do realize, and I do see that you are in the process of healing from. And at the same time, I do see you are kind of choosing to focus on work, a little bit of finances here. So you are in some type of position of success or status. You've accomplished something for yourself, which I do see. This might be about business and career, but we'll kind of find out as we go along. That being said, there is something here of, well, you're going to take some time to reflect and figure out where you're actually emotionally and mentally, and kind of, again, process and work through and acknowledge those emotions and thoughts that you are having. You also do show up a bit defeated, but you are kind of focused on moving forward and getting some sort of change and some sort of growth and some sort of movement and flow going again, which I do see you are kind of putting this to rest. So even though it's very difficult and unfortunate, you are working with it and working through it and healing from it. Even though it's an energy of like, not feeling it, this isn't the greatest thoughts, these aren't the greatest emotions, but I'm still acknowledging it, I'm still working with it, and still, reflecting on all of this and being very aware of myself. Okay. Let's go ahead and jump into clarifiers and see what some of this could be. Do you still believe in the magic, Pisces? Do you still believe in the magic? Ooh. Wow, you answered my question, that's for sure. Wow. You're also showing me a little one with you, by the way. You're showing me, goodness, Pisces. You're showing me, I'm not so sure anymore. I have this vision of what I want things to be, but unfortunately, what would be the greatest change or switch in your circumstances would be some sort of marriage or commitment. And again, there is a little one there. It's a little one. You're ultimately saying this is part of my plan, it's part of my vision, it's part of what I want and desire, and I'm not too sure exactly why something isn't taking place that way. Yeah, that's heavy as the heart, Pisces, with the devil on top of the deck. I'm not saying that energy's coming out. I myself can't ignore that energy. It is what it is. Yeah, it's an energy of, that's a heavy heart. That's a heavy heart. That's a heavy heart, and you're having to literally work through those emotions, those feelings, and take care of everything that you got going on for yourself right now. That's heavy. That's heavy. It's like after that, keep going with a smile, and it's like, I don't, beep, feel like it. There's the Lovers. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, you got a decision to make. Like, are they going to be it, or is it not? I feel like, excuse me, I feel like at the same time, this could be about work, but we'll see. We'll see if it kind of shows up. But... oh, geez. Yeah, you're flirting with the idea, Pisces. You're like, this isn't going to work. It's not going to work. If we're not going to be together, we're not going to be together. You're already considering like, okay, well, is this the person I want to be with? Okay, well, let me take some time to myself and reflect. Like, do I want to just go on my way and choose a different direction or different path for myself and kind of, be that fool and start something new, or not? There's definitely a deep contemplation and consideration here as exactly what you want to do, Pisces. You're considering your paths. You're considering what paths you may want to go down or walk. Yeah, you're showing me that you feel defeated because it's like, what happened to our connection? What happened to our connection? I feel you, Pisces. I feel you. I get it. Goodness. It threw everything up in the air. It's thrown everything up in the air. Why something isn't moving forward. Yeah, this is kind of like everything has been put on, literally, like I said at the beginning of this, everything has been put on pause. Everything came to a screeching halt, and you're wanting to say something about that. Like, why is everything kind of just stopped dead in the tracks? Whether it be with you romantically, with someone, or whether it be with finances, either or. But I feel like this is romantic. I think it's matters of the heart. Yeah, you're trying to figure out if there's a path or a route to get back to how things used to be between you and someone emotionally. Like, and it's kind of like saying, how do we bring back the good old days? How do we bring back the love and the depth of that love and that commitment and that, how to bring that back? How to bring that back, whether it be between you and someone romantically, or whether it's just even for yourself. Like I asked you, Pisces, do you still believe in the magic? Whether it's magic between you and someone romantically, or whether it's just believing in the magic of what you can kind of do with your life. Oh, these cards like to talk, don't they? Oh, I saw that energy before. Nice, I like that. Yeah, now the father figure shows up and presents itself. Themselves. Doesn't have to be a father, but definitely another parental figure. Interesting. It's almost like it's Pisces, at the end of this, you're kind of like saying, okay, well, I'll try that. I'll work on that. I'll work towards that. I'll put that kind of to rest. But now tell me about them. You're kind of saying like, well, they show up and you're kind of like, well, I'm going to keep tabs and watch them, but I'm going to try and figure out what action they're going to do, what they're going to do now. Well, there's that. Okay. What are they going to do? That's me. Now tell me about them. Okay. World card, Pisces. You're showing me, though, ultimately, you're feeling the way you are. And what's fascinating about this is you're feeling the way you are, and it's almost like, there you are, the moon. You really don't want to close this out. You really don't want to be done with it. You don't. You're just kind of saying, I wish things were different. I wish things were different. Goodness. I'm curious to see where this one's going to go. I'm not going to say this is karmic or anything like that or toxic, because I don't feel toxic. Even though this does show up the way it does, I'm a little curious to see how this goes, so I'll kind of leave it open. But of course, if you are dealing with anyone, we do have showing up Aries, Aquarius, Virgo, Gemini, strong Gemini, and more Virgo. Goodbye.